If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, did you capture it? Or just let it slip? Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up. How the fuck he got an Oscar? Passed out in his red Mazda with his fucking head in his pasta in the parking lot of Kmart Plaza across from the Red Lobster, looking like the Loch Ness Monster, dressed like a cross-dressed mobster. Talk is cheap, it costs less to gossip. I'd probably be a lot less hostile if you snots kept your snozzers out the air holes or get fucked in all 7 holes. Ass, mouth, pussy, yeah, both ears, and ha, yes, nostrils. At the Ozfest with Nas, bumping dots effects and erect up dots and then drop 2 extra strength watts and Vicodin out my pocket. They cost less, I'm a hot mess cause I tripped and got my head stuck in a wasp nest in the process, awesome. Drunk as fuck, one sock, pulling my boxers up with boxing gloves, but I keep dropping my fucking binoculars. Got 2 fucking hydroxy cuts and 4 oxy stuck in my esophagus. These 3 lesbian little stocky sluts thought I swallowed 2 hockey pucks. Started screaming, "Serves you right, you cocky fuck. That's what you get for mocking us. Ain't as cool as you thought you was." Bitch, all I did when I walked up was have my dick in a sock, said it's a sock puppet, so no strings attached. You can all suck it, chicka, get it? Aw, fuck it. Shit's about to get hairy as motherfucking Chewbacca's nuts, cocksuckers. When I came out, I think maybe I gave people a voice, like, I don't know, maybe from the other side, like I represented the other side of the tracks. Like, here's this world, you know, that you may not know about. And the people who lived in that world and knew what I was talking about, I think I gave them a voice.
Name an MC that has earned Redman's respect. Not, you know, not somebody you say did they thizzle.
Oh, that did they thizzle, but all right, besides KRS-One and Slick Rick, them are my mentors, you know. I pick somebody like new now. As far as Eminem, he gained my respect as an MC. He been gained my respect as an MC, but he definitely gains my respect as an MC. Straight up. Big up to M and the whole D12 camp and everything over there.
I think M knew when he came out, being a white kid coming into predominantly black culture, that he had to fight uphill.
He had to fight.
And I think that made him that much more better.
He's an MC.
Yeah,
He's an MC.
Niggas just say what they want about M. They don't want to fuck with him.
No, not at all. Not
at all.
Not at all. He gained that respect because he knew he had a job to do. Like, okay, he could have easily said, well, I'm gonna just stick to my white fans. Fuck that. I got enough white fans over here to sell 30 mil. But he like, yo, no. I mean, you know, he was in my hood before he blew up.
Right.
He was in Newark. He was with the Outsiders. So he been in the hood before he got on. So I think it always been in him to be like, yo, I know I'm white, but this is music, and music don't have no color.
Oh, I used to rap, and I used to play around with it, and then I went to this club, and I wasn't a rapper at the time, but I kind of knew how to rhyme, and I went to a club called the Carolina West, and they had a rap contest, and Curtis Blow was the judge. And I went up and said the little rhymes I had in my head, you know, and I won. And the fact that a real rapper said I won, I went home that night like, well, maybe I could do this.
The first time I grabbed a mic, like in front of actual people that mattered, you know what I'm saying? Like at a club, I got booed. I remember that. It was very traumatic for me. And I think I had, at that point, like the 8 Mile thing was kind of, that's when I was taken from or whatever. So I just remember that being so fucking traumatic. And I think I went home like, man, I quit. Right. And then, you know, maybe a couple days later, week later, hour later, whatever it was, I don't know. I got the urge to like, nah, man, I gotta get up. Gotta do it again.
That's right, thank God.
You really gotta live it. My mind, 24/7, aside from family stuff, obviously, is constantly thinking of ways to bend words, or, you know, like if I don't got paper, I'll write it on my hand or whatever. And sometimes when I fill up the hand, then I'll transfer it to paper.
Did they tumble out of your head complicated? Because you write complicated rhymes.
Oh, I wake up in the morning and they just fall out.
Yeah. So they, do they come complicated or do you complicate them?
Sometimes, what I love about rap is that it feels like it's puzzles to me. Like words are like puzzles, and trying to figure out a puzzle and trying to figure out what word can go here and how many words can I make. Like if I can take a rhyme, like I'm real into the craft, like just of the, you know, MCing, and I feel like I always think, like, how can I take how can I figure this puzzle out? Like, how can I take words and put them at the end of the sentence, but in between, maybe make some words rhyme in between that rhyme and like sandwich them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sandwich those words and try to make them rhyme inside of the phrase, and then come back outside and try to rhyme with the word that I ended on the snare. You know, like I'm kind of real into the technical part of it. I studied everybody, man. I studied you. I studied fucking KRS. I studied Tretch, Naughty by Nature.
Tretch is difficult to rap like, because Tretch is like, his shit is really complicated, you know. I just heard a new record with Tretch.
I can click, clack, pat, tat. Wait, what was he say? I can click, clack, snap, rap, pat, tat, a tat, tat. Take that ass to the point you have to ask for your ass back. The fucking Joker smoker, taunted by knowing if I was born in Shang Li's temple, I would have turned out a shogun. That song, Yoke the Joker, when that shit came out, I swear to God, I was in my peak at rap, and what I mean is, like, when I realized this is what I want to do with my life.
Right.
And Proof came over.
Right.
He brought the fucking tape.
Right.
And my world ended. Like, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? Like, it literally, I didn't write a rap for the whole summer.
Right.
Didn't write a rap for the whole summer.
Fucking around with Tretch.
Yo, that dude was, I mean, he's still incredible.
Final thoughts on the art of rap, which you are one of the grandmasters at now.
Final thoughts. Shit, I don't know. I mean, I certainly feel like if it wasn't for rap, like, obviously I wouldn't be here, but it gave me a voice, it gave me an outlet, it gave me strength. Fuck, man, you know, what I just came back from, you know, overdose and the whole shit, you know, like, without rap, I wouldn't have been able to get through it. I mean, obviously, without my daughters, I wouldn't have been able to get through the fucking thing, but when you hit that wall, like, how quick can you bounce back, you know? And if it wasn't for rap, I wouldn't have been able to bounce back, you know? This is the one thing that I feel like I have that, you know, I can do well. So if I didn't have this, I don't know what. I really can't do fucking thing else, you know? Except for play basketball, I'm kind of fucking nasty. But like, rap is just, you know, it's everything to me. Like, this is my world. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do. Like.
Oh, there you go. His task was
just to play records. What more could you ask? But then came
remixing, scratching and cuts,
which was too much for many.
Drove some DJs nuts, but the DJ named Glove
has reigned supreme on it as a
turntable wizard of the hip-hop
scene.
So listen to him, check it out. But remember this, when the glove's on the wheels of steel, he's reckless. Who would have ever thought that one of the greatest rappers of all time would be a white cat?
Because, you know, when I grew up, Eminem was like a lyrical role model to me, like in terms of like how he projected into the mic and how like he put his energy into a song and just the creativity. So, you know, that definitely influenced me in a lot of ways. And just to see him give me a shout out on the air, like the 15-year-old version of myself would have just like came on himself, if I can say that. So, you know, it's crazy, you know, seeing that. When I was a kid, I would like rap and try to be like Eminem. Like I would like try to do the crazy lyrics and you know what I mean. And so it was like closure for that, you know, just that side of myself.
That's what you want to be. When I got older, Eminem was the icon for me, because the type of anger and the aggression that he developed from his upbringing was the type of anger and aggression that I developed.
That is dope, man. That new record, I Must Have Killed Them, that the writing of that is brilliant.
And he wrote that?
I hope he did. I hope he did. 3 o'clock in the morning, bodies all over. You can't front on that. Look, I'm never going to say anything derogatory about Eminem because I respect him. I just hope that the pressure that he's feeling is not going to overcome him. Eminem, if you listen to me right now, dog, listen. Don't live up to none of that hype. Just do you.
Yeah, can you see another artist, another rapper doing that?
Unless
Biggie and Pop just came down from heaven,
Right.
and appeared on stage. I don't know. Ridiculous.
Serious.
Hey man, for the new album, that's some motherfucking power right there.
Yeah.
Big up to him, big up to him. He always showed love regardless. Big up to him. Big up to fucking Eminem, 10 Grammy. Let me get one of those motherfuckers in so I can put up in my crib.
Like I do.
got
I'm sure you don't mind giving you that lead.
Yeah, I'm sure he came out there. It's like, yo, you heard that dude? Yeah. Eminem, like I've been knew Eminem from the Outsiders in Jersey, and he was affiliated with them, and so we kind of heard word of Eminem before he even hit the streets or whatever.
Okay.
He was in Newark, matter of fact, way before he came out. I heard about him a long time ago. When I heard it, I was like, wow. And people told me it was like, wow. So when we got in the studio, we were like, all right, let's go then. Let's go, goddammit. We went in.
That's the realest shit I ever heard.
Top 5 of all time. Big. Of course, Pop. And there's Jay-Z, of course. It's great. I could split one. I would say Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. I think I might have to give it to M. M is a very crafty MC, and just his wordplay alone, just me being like a wordplay guy, like just Eminem's wordplay is incredible to me, and then having the big chip on his shoulder, being white and being in a predominantly black field of music, and he's like our Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying? He just kept winning, and when he wasn't supposed to win, or when everybody would have never banked on him winning, and Eminem is a great artist as a whole, you know what I'm saying? I think his passion in it as well. He's never really had radio singles. He's never had, these big pop jingles. He's just, stayed to himself and drew fans and critics to him from just his music alone. So I think that will round up my 5 for now. But.
Nice.
Pick a side, Mariah or Eminem.
Well, I don't want an Eminem diss record about me, so I'm gonna pick Eminem's side.
Who's in your top 5? If Jay-Z had a top 5 right now, who's your top 5 MCs?
Man, I mean, I got the usual suspects, Big and Pac and Scarface and Eminem and Andre 3000. If off the top of my head right now, that would be my 5.
Probably my favorite rappers. I mean, there's so many, man. I love Rakim.
I came in the door, I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it's
Cool G Rap.
Up in casinos, just me and my Dino Primo, pushing Beamos, then Paulie Reno with 2 fly Latinos.
Kara's One.
Many people tell me this style is terrific. It is kind of different, but let's get specific.
Eminem.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already.
There's not many people that I connect with like that. Like, Eminem's one of them, Jeezy's another one, Common, Wayne.
You need to make it happen, that's all I'm saying.
Man, I'm alright with the raps. It's okay. You can get on the song. It's okay. I'm calling you out, yes. Come on out here. It's okay. I'm not calling you out to diss me, because I can't fuck with you. But I'm just saying, just come do a song with me, please. With 3 E's.
I need to do my song with Eminem. No, M, holla at me. I told you I got the crazy record from off my album. I Need You On. It got Weezy on it already. I'm not gonna give out the title because the title is so crazy. I know niggas gonna jack my shit. Like M, I promise you. I've been watching you for so long. Like I've been a fan. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even ask you to get on the record unless I felt like it was that record. Oh man, like when you hear the record, you gonna want to jump on it anyway. I just want to get the record into your hands. You know what I'm saying? Then if you want to turn me down after that, you can turn me down. It's all good, man. Once again, shout out to Eminem, whole D12.
I mean, the Shady Deal is definitely in the it's something that we feel very good about as far as being over at a label where your CEO understands lyricism and celebrityism at once. You know what I mean? And that's the most important thing to me when it comes to Shady Records was, you know, we always talk about that fine line that artists have to work to walk, to be respected lyrically, and also to be, you know, successful in the masses. And it's only a handful of people who could say that they are as successful as Eminem and as lyrically talented. You know what I mean? Probably you could count the hip-hop dudes on one hand. You know what I'm saying? Who can say that? And that's just a good feeling to know that you're going into a situation where the president of the company understands both sides of the game.
He just is. I sent word. I was like, you know what? Tell M there is something that may work for him. I said, I don't know if I want to send it because I'm not sure if I wanted a feature on it. But obviously, if it's Eminem, you know, okay? So I was like kind of scared because I didn't, you know, you also don't want to be vulnerable and send 2 songs that someone's going to turn down. So that kind of played a part. I was like, I don't know if I should send it. I was literally sitting there like, and I swear I did this on the phone with Eminem. Usually I can compose myself, but with him I said, so does that mean you're going to do it? And he was like, yeah. Like he's real calm. He got that real like sexy, smooth kind of swag, but still even right now.
Delivered a crazy verse on that.
Crazy verse. Yeah. Something is wrong with Eminem. I mean, he has so much in his mind that I almost feel lucky for him that he has music. I feel like he has so much in his head that music is such a great release for him. He's one of my favorite artists. Absolutely.
You know, man, I actually sat through the entire rehearsal yesterday, man, and I actually got to watch Eminem rehearse and perform for the first time in person, man. And, you know, I got to salute him. I got to take my hat off, man. He's a dope lyricist. And actually me seeing him in person, man, it actually brought his rhymes that much more alive to me. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing him.
One thing that, in the conversation that stuck out, is I told Eminem, I was like, you know what makes you so dope to me? Is the fact that you create thoughts. Like when Eminem came out with Stan, nobody else had created that thought before. That was the first time anybody had made a song like that, in my opinion. I never heard nothing like that, and it was the first time I saw that. And you know, he had the video Guilty Conscience, where he was spinning around the guy rapping with Dr. Dre. First time I saw that.
I think it's one of the best written hip-hop songs of all time. Definitely one of the best written songs of all time. It's Eminem, Lose Yourself. Yeah, man, I think a lot of people can relate to this song when you're striving to get somewhere. You pop this song on and you feel a lot more confident about it.
It's in my top 9, but he could be number 1 or he could be top 5. You know what I mean? You know, and it's like how he is just so hungry and he got so much money, but he's still hungry, like he's starving. You know, there's not a lot of artists out there that still make that music that comes from the heart, that comes from the gut. So I respect them, and like I said in the project, that's my nigga. You know, he won't say it, but you know what it is.
He said, made it rain upward. Sometimes you think something's going on with that record, but it probably was right. Say upward and around the light. He said, that's your eyelashes.
Him, you know, enunciates his words really, really well. So me being from Chicago, I have a Midwest draw, like how I speak right now. But when I rap, I have to enunciate the words better, you know, because I want to get to that perfection level where he's at, you know, and that's the thing that makes him so special, because he can do voiceovers, he can, you know, make his voice sound like a cartoon, he can do whatever he wants in the record, and he enunciates it perfectly so that you still understand it and it sounds the same, and that's something I've definitely picked up from him.
Now who's the king of these rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics? Who could inherit the title? Put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits. But there's a huge interference. They're saying you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew. Maybe it's proof.
And that's one thing about being with Eminem. You know, he makes lines words rhyme that typically don't rhyme together. He's good at that. It's about how he pronounces it. So since I've been affiliate over there. I've been doing a lot of that because it opens up a whole, a whole nother thing.
You don't understand. I'm a hip hop artist, and I'm one of the biggest fans in the world. You don't want the dude from Eminem. He shreds. He shreds himself like work. And I ain't his best friend, and I'm just saying. I understand. You can't be seen by nobody. Jay, no, everybody know.